welcome back to another Gate Ruler video, and it is time for Aibo Gets Everything Wrong Again! Let's begin! So, I am going to be going over my very fresh thoughts. I need to emphasize, I am so going to be wrong about like all of this, but it's fun, and we'll take the piss out of ourselves, you know, it'll be good. I'm basically going to be running through how good I think, in light of the full set 4 card list, which I read about 10 minutes ago. In light of that, how good do I think each ruler is going to be? We're going to be running through the full suite of rulers, and spoiler, I actually don't think any of them are going to be bad. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. And I guess I will say I'm gonna try and strike a balance between a ruler being like good in terms of allowing a lot of decks to be viable, and in terms of having like decks that are just exceedingly powerful, right? So I'm not going to be judging this solely on how good the decks contained within each ruler are, but equally I'm not going to discount that as a factor, because otherwise it was just going to be Overlord as number 1 and maybe Trickster as number 2 and then everything else like way below. Like you know, like in terms of, you know, like I want to strike a bit of a balance there. So with that caveat out of the way, let's go in chronological order from release. So we'll start off with the big bad himself, Apprentice. Where do I think this is going to stack up? This is a difficult question, because I think the thing to evaluate is, why are you playing Apprentice? Psychologically, what's wrong with you? But more importantly, why are you playing Apprentice when you have options in Highlander, in Berserker, in Centurion, and in Dreadnought, right? And in RPS Maniac, right? You've got these 5 other options, who one might say are kind of all better, because you're gaining a benefit, right? The problem with Apprentice is it has not been power crept at all. Like, it hasn't been buffed, because obviously it was broken. But as a consequence, set 3 came out, which just all the mechanics in there inherently like negged Apprentice. But then, on top of that, it hasn't really got anything that super pushes itself. OD is just a little bit weaker, and there's nothing that Apprentice does that's super special, right? It doesn't push a particular type of playstyle. It's just like that jack of all trades. Obviously, that was very good when Daruma was running all over the place. It should have been nerfed, besides the point. So, where am I putting this? I'm going to go with a bit weak, and I'm going to be a little conservative on these picks. I'm going to go with a bit weak, because I just think that whilst you could... You know what? Fuck it. I'm going with Oof. We're going with Oof. The only deck that I immediately go like, oh, that's probably going to be quite good, is Robotic, right? That's the only one. And even with Robotic, I'm like, well, it might be good. Maybe it's better in Dreadnought. Maybe it's better in RPS. You know, like RPS, you're getting access to some spicy new tools in that deck. Like, let me just say. So, I don't know. I'm going to go with Oof. Mainly just because fuck you, Apprentice. Sorry, just as an aside, okay, just as completely unrelated to the video, you can skip ahead. But I've seen people complaining on Twitter that like, oh, everything counts as Apprentice. Like, the whole point, you know, it's all these level 4s and all these cost reduction things, and like the level and the time. Oh well, gear up is free, so like it's only really a cost for Apprentice. And could you just like shut up, like please? Like, can you actually just like go and sit in the dustbin where you belong? Like, no one cares what you have to say if you're whinging and moaning about Apprentice being underpowered, okay? This is the second set we have had since Apprentice has been tier fucking 0, okay? And we haven't even had it yet, right? I get it's been a long time in terms of time, but like, ignore that, right? Can you just sit the fuck down? In set 5, if Apprentice is still doo-doo dog shit, then yes, fine. And also, if all drive rulers were doo-doo dog shit, then maybe, but like, please just shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up. Okay, aside over, and Apprentice, you know, whiners fucking dealt with. Let's move on to Knight. Oh, Knight has to go in Oof. It has to go in Oof. Then why would you play Knight? Why? There's no reason. There's no reason. There's one reason, and that reason is Genesis Summoning, and that's it. There's the only deck that is just... It's so not good. It's so bad. You know what? Actually, I'm putting Apprentice in a bit weak, just so I can have Knight be at the bottom, because Knight is so bad. It's... Look. I hate to break this to you. Okay, I really hate to break this to you, but if you actually think Knight is good... buddy, you are so wrong. You are so painfully incorrect. It actually brings me pain. I'm genuinely sad for you. Please get your shit together. It's not good. It's not good. It's really not good. Let's move on to the third ruler, and that was Highlander. And Highlander, I don't know whether to put this in playable or very strong. I feel like I regret naming the tier very strong. I'm gonna rename this tier. Whoopsie. I'm gonna rename this tier. I'm gonna rename this strong. Oh my god. Did you know that like Chrome just like really does not like this at all? Let's go ahead. Let's do that. There we go. So we've got strong. I'm happy with that. I think it's fine to put Highlander in strong tier. Okay, let's go a bit quicker. Berserker, straight up strong tier, 100%. Berserker, when it got that level limit buff, that's crazy, and now it's just getting just better options, just continually better options, and especially when you have like cards to increase your level limit that are not taking up your counter spots, like you don't want to sleep on those whatsoever. Like, yeah, I'm just very happy with the kind of suite of options that Berserker has now. I think it was strong before, if very RNG, of course, but now I think it's even better. That being said, I do think I do think I have to put it in playable, just because thinking about the decks that are going to be really good in the meta, like. In my opinion, right, like it's one of those things where I also feel like it's going to suffer from the fact that kind of every single apprentice card suffers from the Lucifer problem, and you're not playing Dimensional Laminate. So if this deck, like if any of these decks ever did start becoming really good, like people would just start playing Lucifer again, because I do think Lucifer's going to fall off massively. So I think there is that issue. And also it's very RNG, so like I can't like, at least with the Highlander, like it's 20 counters, like you're gonna hit something good. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Wizard, I've got to put Wizard in playable, and I don't like it, but I can't let my bias of the fact that I really enjoy playing Alice like influences, because when you sit down and you think like what decks are playing Wizard, like it's not many, and I don't think any of them are so overwhelmingly powerful to justify bumping it up into strong tier. It doesn't have that versatility, and the decks are not like, I don't think any Wizard deck is going to be tier 0 crazy like it was in set 3, where the two best decks in the format, two of the best decks in the format, like the best deck and then like 1.5 deck in Alice, so Lucy Arras and then Alice were really, really good. I think like you would put Wizard in that strong tier at least. This set, I think it's more moderate, and I definitely think as well, when you look at the gear up options that Wizard has available, it's like half as many. Like half the gear ups in the game require 3-strike. Wizard is the only ruler in the game that does not meet that prerequisite. So yeah, definitely I think a reduction in power. And finally, Legion. I'm gonna put Legion in playable. I'm gonna put it in between. Just because I think that Legion is one of those things where I don't think Legion at this point will ever dip below playable unless the quality of cards in a set for hand rulers as a whole was just that bad. It's always going to have options. There's a lot of ways to play it. There's a lot of things you can like specifically build around and build towards. And every set, that like suite of options grows and grows and grows. And as these generic cards get better and better, like for example, like Legion, you're just going to slam in like all your gear ups that you can, right? Like and that sort of thing. So. Yeah, I think Legion is pretty playable. That's what I'm going to go with. And then we go into set 3. Well, this is set 3.5. So let's do... Actually, no, well, this is set 4, actually. Technically, this is set 4, so we'll wait till the end to do this. Okay, so on to set 3. We'll start with Dreadnought. And I'm going to put Dreadnought in a bit weak as well. I think it's better... I think it's better than Apprentice. Oh, actually. I'm going to put it in playable. And I'm going to put it in playable because... I just remembered that not only does Zombie exist, which is a Dreadnought playable deck, but more importantly, Future Folk exists, and that is a deck that is definitely going to be Dreadnought focused. So actually, yeah, I do think that Dreadnought is going to be playable. Obviously, there's Supernatural as well as an option, which got some very nice new options, by the way. The fucking octopus card, like, let's, holy shit. Actually, yeah, Supernatural really get a lot of nice new options. So actually, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put it here. I have faith. I think this is gonna be pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I think it has none of the decks I think are going to be crazy, but I do think that they're going to be very playable, and I think there's a good number of them. There's more than one. So, yeah, I think it's playable. Next, we've got Overlord. I think I'm going to put Overlord in playable as well, I feel. But it seems very weird champ to me to be putting all these decks in playable, and then, like, have Strong be, like, what, fucking Highlander? Like, what? That seems like a meme. That seems like I'm capping, but I don't know. There's a lot more ways of increasing your level limit without taking up counter spots now. The problem is Overlord like has just been so like fine, like it's just there, like it's the like tier 2 standard, right? Like you get to play the game, but it's so versatile. Okay, I'm gonna put it at the bottom of Strong. I'm putting it in the bottom of Strong because I genuinely I don't think any Overlord deck is gonna be better than like tier 2. I really don't think that, but there's going to be so many of them. Like, Overlord is the go-to ruler to build your deck. And, like, that's just the way it is because you are always going to be able to do the thing. You just manage that level limit and you're fine. You just do whatever you want. It's literally the way more fun version of Apprentice. Sorry, it is. So, I think I'm going to put it in Strong for that reason. But I don't feel good about it. I feel obligated to put Wizard up there now, though, but... Fine, I'm going to put Wizard in the bottom of Strong. I got it. Okay, we're doing this. We're doing this. I'm retconning. We're doing this as we go. Let's move on to Trickster. And I think Trickster definitely has to go up here. Like, Trickster was, I would say, the format-defining ruler for Set 3 format. And whilst I don't think it's going to be running around as rampant in this set, I think it's still going to be really good. And, it is, like, it is the Knight, right? It's Knight, right? Like, Knight is unplayable, but you choose Trickster. Like, it's just kind of strictly better. And let's not forget, Trickster as well is going to have 14 life to work with. In a format where there is a lot of DR, that's going to be very valuable. On top of that, you have that DR. You also have access to all of the gear ups. And some of the best decks in the format based around Owl, like what exists right now. So, I think Trickster has a good amount of stuff going for it where I feel comfortable putting it in Strong. I don't know about top of Strong, to be honest. Like, I I feel weird putting any of this stuff here. Like, I don't know. We'll go with this. It's fine. On to Set 4. On to the Set 4 rulers. Let's start off with RPS. I'm going to put RPS in playable because there are these options that are just so hilarious in RPS, like where you get these extra options. Oh no, I can't. It's in it. It's better than Apprentice. It's better than Apprentice, so I'm putting it in the bottom of playable. Like, that's my logic. Like, there are actually decks that you will want to play in RPS, and you can get to 69 level limit, which is very funny. We'll go with that. We're going with that. With Janken, with RPS Mania. Okay, we're doing it. We're moving on. Finally, we have Centurion and we have Vanquisher. So I'm going to start off with Centurion, and I'm going to put Centurion on the top of playable. And I think Future Man is going to be the big Centurion deck. Robotic maybe, but probably not. I actually definitely not, because you're losing out on some of your best options. So realistically, it's like Future Man is the big one. But of course, you can choose any attribute and like roll with it and just get access to Wonderverse's bullshit suite of events, which is obviously really good. But that being said, how good is the drive stuff? I don't know if it's that good. I don't know if it's that good. I really do think it's just going to be Future Man. And Future Man is going to hard carry this deck so hard that I feel like I have to put it playable. I'm also, I'm going to reorganize this. I'm putting Legion here, putting Berserker here, putting Berserker at the top. That's it. All right. I'm happy with playable. Because it's drive. At the end of the day, it's drive. Finally, we have Vanquisher. And I feel like a Vanquisher has to go here. And I feel like it might be the best ruler in the game. And the reason I'm saying that is because it definitely feels like all the new decks are being pushed right into Vanquisher. And Vanquisher, by virtue of Superhero alone, is going to have 8 counters that say dodge the rest of the damage, also gain a big body. Wrecking Leaf is looking absolutely nuts, insane, bonkers. On top of that, you are basically going to be able to look through any attribute in the game and build it like this. You are getting a 4-card starting hand, and Atlas has the most bullshit events in the game, including an untap 2, which is going to really go some way to helping mitigate the problems that you're going to be having in having that night style energy. I think it might be the best in the game. I'm going with this. This is my ruler tier list. Official. It's the official tier list, and you cannot dispute it. Let me know what you think of this tier list, and I think it's going to be really fun to see just how wrong I am. I will say, the one thing I'm confident on is these guys suck. These guys fucking suck. They're so bad. But there we go. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Please do keep me updated. Join my Discord server, and you can laugh at how wrong I am on a regular basis. It's really good fun. I hope to see you there. And if you did like this video, hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. It's going to help the algo, you know. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.